Hey all, we're here with another riveting video for you today. We're going to install a hitch. Class 3 Curt Hitch on 2019 Ram Promaster. Ordered it from Uhaul. We ordered the wiring harness from Uhaul. They had the best price. Took a little bit of time and several customer service calls, which were a total pain. They sent the wrong wiring harness, which we wasted some time doing, as you'll see. Something's falling down back there. And then the hitch, we called and we said, where's the hitch? Because they hadn't heard anything, and they said they were going to source it, which I thought when you place an order that means it's sourced, but I guess not. So
I don't know what that means.
it got sourced and they finally overnighted the hitch. We are still waiting on a new wiring harness, but we'll put the hitch in, and then when we get the wiring harness, the correct one, we will install that, which should be pretty straightforward. This says the hitch install for a professional is 20 minutes. For a novice is 40 minutes. U-Haul wanted $150 for labor to put the hitch on for a 20-minute job, and they wanted $300
for the wiring
harness.
Yeah.
Which seems crazy because that seems like it might be an hour job.
Even simpler.
Well,
this is 4 bolts.
Yeah, 4 bolts
wiring
versus
harness is 2 plugs and a ground wire. So
well, and a power wire.
you can do it yourself.
You gotta run a power wire. We'll show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Make sure that you like, subscribe, most importantly, and let us know if you have any questions in the comment section. So let's make this happen.
So we started our hitch job. But someone decided they needed a little snack.
I'm making sure there's ventilation in this van.
What's in your
get
hand?
Peanut M&Ms. The perfect energy for this job.
And
oh yeah, we always do the party
P.S.
size.
There's no acceptable size other than the party size.
Yeah.
So
brand new bag, fresh. They should last a couple days.
yeah, maybe a day and a half. We'll probably eat that bag faster than we'll get this hitch done. Step 1, remove the rear plugs in the factory rails. They're just at the back here, just behind the leaf spring hinge.
Probably be easier with a screwdriver.
One on each side.
You want to put the fish wire onto it. So that you don't lose it. And then you're gonna shove all this up in here. Come on. So as you can see, I used the fish wire, shove these up in here. You didn't get to watch it, but I will tell you a learning. So the bolt needs to go in first, and then the spacer, or whatever you wanted to call that piece, goes in behind it. I would try to keep the bolt vertical, because this one I shoved them both up in, and then it just popped straight back down, just like it should. The other one, the bolt tipped sideways, and it kind of became a pain in the butt, but we got it back out. Just took about 5 minutes. And now we will be moving the hitch up into the location on the driver's side. We're gonna go for the driver's side bolt, fish wire through on the other side. Hopefully I don't lose this up in there. Like that on the other side, and then we'll lift it up into place and just lightly tighten it so it doesn't fall down on my face. And then this side gets a spacer, which will go here. And then this will get fed through. Then we'll lift it up and put that bolt on lightly. So let's do that. Once you get it up, you can lay it on my legs.
Okay.
Just don't lay any sharp parts on my legs.
Can you go any further? Higher? Okay.
Okay.
We're in.
Okay.
Now.
Fish wire over here. Feed it. With a little speed if we can. Okay. Pull on the fish wire. Okay. Spacer on the other side. Do that one. I'll stay here. I'm gonna lift it with my legs.
Okay.
If it works. Let me know when to lift.
ahead. That's right.
Is it in? Red spot?
I think so. Hard to see. It's not like flush, but I think that's where it's supposed to be, right?
Yeah, it just needs to be loose. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're taking the fish wires off, and then we're making sure not to shove the bolts all the way back up in there. Would probably be easier with a jack holding the weight, but it's really not that bad. Just kind of awkward. And we're just putting these on lightly to not lose the bolts up in there, and then we'll have to move it around and whatnot. That's probably good.
Good. You're good. Alright.
So it's up there.
I wouldn't attempt that yourself unless you have.
Yeah, you probably need a couple people.
It says it's 60 pounds, but it's an awkward 60 pounds.
Next, we take this flat wrench nut thing, stick it up in the frame rail with the flat side down, and then it'll go into this hole here, and this guy is going to lift up into that spot.
You want to make sure there's no foil covering that side hole while you're over there?
It's clear.
Okay.
But there's a bolt in the way.
What's it for?
I don't know. I'm going to start this at the beginning of the video because after spending an hour putting on this 40-minute job hitch on a Promaster, the Curt Hitch, which is the beefier hitch, it's this stupid grounding stud that is on the Promaster. So you got two options: get a different hitch that's not as strong, or hack off this. So we are going to Dremel off the grounding stud so we can get this on, because we carry a motorcycle and want the extra weight. But just know it's not the 40-minute job that it calls out. We also did read a review saying that the little part to lower the spare tire, I can't spin around to show you, but supposedly it's not going to line up anymore either. So
this bolt that you use to lower the spare tire is supposed to go into this hole on the hitch. Reviewers on Amazon are saying it does not line up, so that might be modification number 2.
That'll be our next problem, but we want the heavier duty hitch. So here we go.
We're going to use a Dremel to grind this ground screw off right now. You want to tell our viewers how that went?
Oh, we're about a half an hour later. Probably 6 heavy duty Dremel heads snapped off. And got it hacked off and put some primer on there to seal up any little marks on the metal. And I think we are back to moving forward again. Oh, that's gonna feel like a dream, hopefully.
You ready?
Yeah. Is that all the way back on that spot?
It's kind of centered.
Okay.
Do you want it a different spot?
Well, this hole doesn't look like it's lining up.
Okay.
But
well,
so
we're
we
hitting this bolt
further.
now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Is that gonna work?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like these things.
So we're moving the fish line hook thing, and make sure you don't push the bolt up in there. Just get it started. So this is the 20-minute part of the job.
Yeah, this is the bolt-on DIY.
All right, so that's on loose. Go to the other side. You got the spacer in? Okay. Okay, so it's holding itself, in theory. Now we take the flat wrench thingy. Once again, not ideal, but this is how you lower the spare tire, and everybody was saying that it doesn't line up. So you're going to want to, at least what we did, we undid the other side again, but start on the passenger side with this guy. And I took this, well, I started without the board, and I just bent this. So as you're lifting it, I twisted it so that this went through the hole. And then as she was lifting it up, I bent it more, and I think I actually got it bent kind of straight. So this is now bent out a little, but as we tightened it, I just made sure it didn't come out of the hole, and I think it'll function. I'll probably try to move the hitch a little forward so that it's not on it, but then we'll test it and see if we can lower that spare tire once everything's tightened up, but I think we'll be all right now. Okay, we're gonna put our last one in. Going from the outside. Come on, the last one better fit. Okay, so we're going to 110 on these.
This is the last step. If you don't have a torque wrench, you'll need one for these bolts. 3/4 inch socket fits the smaller ones, and you're going to 110 foot-pounds, and then the other one is a 13/16 socket, and you're going to 150 foot-pounds.
4% battery. We're going to wrap this up fast.
That took way longer than expected. Pro tip, maybe don't do it yourself.
Yeah, or if you don't need the extra beefy one, get the other one that doesn't take up the space where the grounding stud is. But as you can see, it's on here.
Yep.
Torquing to specs, 110 and 150, kind of tough.
Greg got his workout today.
20-minute job.
Yeah.
Probably could have been, I'd say half hour would have been fair if everything went smoothly. Turned into 2 hours. So it's done. It's a pain in the butt. Not fun.
If you do want this hitch for pawing, then just look to see if you have that ground stud first, and be prepared with the correct tools and time to take care of it.
Yeah, cut it off.
Because it will be a problem. And that's that.
Thank you for watching. And let us know if you have any questions or comments. And if you enjoyed watching our pain in the butt install here.
Yep.
We will bring you some new van conversion videos soon.
We're moving
along.
Stay tuned.